Hello, this now is the second edition of the tailpiece video, just for you cello player and double bass player. I divided it because it's actually the subject. Actually, you should also look at the one of the violin, because actually the reason how to choose or what kind of tailpiece you have is actually the same matter, the same reason. It's all about the weight. Now on a cello, you know that it's pretty uncomfortable to tune with this big pegs, so it's better to have 4 fine tuners, no doubt about that. So actually we all have tailpieces with fine tuners integrated. You can certainly go the very old school if you have now a really bad wolf, which is on all tones, let's say. I've never seen that, but let's say, you know, somewhere there might be one who has a wolf tone cello. Then you have a wooden tailpiece, and then you put 4 fine tuners in it. This is the most heavy solution you can find, and the more heavy it is, the more it will damp the whole instrument in order that the wolf tones will not be this much amplified. Same thing as on the violin and the viola. The lighter it is, the more you increase that the sound potential of your body, of your instrument, is going to come out. On the cello, I think there has been done the most when it comes to innovation. What I personally think is very great working on every cello is the Acoustical tailpiece. It's a shiny plastic tailpiece with a metal gut. You just put it on. You don't have to do anything. You just put it on. It doesn't make any lousy noise because of the mechanism of the fine tuners which are integrated. It's pretty short. It is bended a little bit because of the tension of the string, which is all normal, and I think it sounds very good. There's just one thing: if you see a Stradivari or Edgar Russ cello with this tailpiece, it's a little bit a pain, you know, to look at. So that's the reason why I put on my personal master cello a nice wooden tailpiece with titanium fine tuners which are integrated, and it also is quite light, and then it sounds nice. If you want to make now a compromise between innovation, new material, and good looking, I think the Wittner tailpiece, which I usually put on all Linea Macchi cellos, looks pretty nice. It's like yeah, it feels a little bit like metal. Maybe it's alloy, but I think it's a kind of a harder plastic. It's a little bit not so shiny. Mechanism works really great. Again, here, if you have the metal string, metal cable inside, I think this is the best. It's more towards the sound you are probably looking for on a cello nowadays, okay? If your instrument sounds a little bit too sharp, then I would probably put this Wittner with a nylon gut on your cello. On the double bass, we're a little bit underdeveloped, not like on the cello. One thing which I actually noticed, that it's very common to have a black ebony tailpiece. Double bass players themselves love to see the black ones. That's why even on my double bass, which I participated with this one at the Triennale here in Cremona, and it was the best sounding one. This tailpiece is not ebony, it's Faggio, which I don't remember. No, it's not spruce. Beech, okay? It's pretty strong. Usually it's used for making furniture, but a tailpiece out of beech is strong enough to keep it stable for the sound. And it sounds very good because actually for this tightness and strongness it has, it is pretty light. So I think this is a very good compromise. Inside where the tail gut is, I never just make a knot or something. I always put a piece of metal with also 2 tiny dots in order that the force is a little bit more on this metal and there's a bigger surface in order that the knot of whatever you use, metal or nylon or whatever, is not going slowly with the years inside the wood and then boing, okay? There's a lot of tension on a double bass. Don't underestimate that, okay? Usually on a double bass I always use a metal, 2 millimeters metal gut, which is very good. There would be lots of other things to do, but we're always tight in order that you are willing to dedicate time to see all this. I hope you enjoyed it even today, and put the bell button down below in order that you're always informed when something new is coming up, and leave your comments down below. Bye bye, see you next time, bye bye.